here we are. Yes, I'm alive. Yes, I'm here. I apologize for the delay. I know in my last video I said that I was doing my best to keep videos coming out regularly and that I had plans for videos coming within the next however many weeks, and then life happened. And I ended up taking a surprise 5-day trip to Miami. Oh, we're gonna wait for this plane because they don't wait for us. So. The reason I'm filming this video this way as opposed to my usual way where I narrate throughout the video and don't have to sit down and do more filming and more editing later is because this video was kind of a shit show, so I'm gonna have to talk you through it. Essentially what happened was I was on track, as I mentioned in my last video, to have things on a schedule and be doing things regularly and getting settled into new routines. And then I found out that my work permit needed some more time to process. And the way that works here is you can't be on the island when that's happening. So I had a dilemma and I needed a solution. And the permit itself was going to take anywhere from 2 to 5 business days. So I basically needed to go somewhere that wasn't Cayman for 2 to 5 business days in order to be able to stay here and work here and do things properly. So we called up some family. I thought about just going back to Toronto and crashing with my sister, but that would be 2 4.5-hour flights, and they're a lot more expensive to go that far. So yeah, we called some family in Miami and decided that would be a good place for me to crash for a week, and they were very kind to have me so last minute, and it was awesome to get to reconnect with family members that I hadn't seen in like 10 to 15 years for some of the people in that household, which is sad and far too long. When your family is as big as mine, that can happen. So that's what happened. So off to Miami I went. This is the part where we can start rolling the footage. Okay, here's the current update. I'm going to Miami. I'll explain when I get there, but this is your intro, so enjoy. So here's the thing with this Miami trip. I completely went to Miami just expecting to kick around my family's house for the few days, maybe help to do some cooking, you know, just hang out. I know my mom wanted me to grab a few things for her because there are some things that are harder to buy on the island, and she wanted me to see if I could pick them up in Miami for her, so that was really the only plans I had when I got there. And then things got carried away, and then I didn't take my camera or my phone or anything with me anywhere on the majority of the trip, so unfortunately you guys ended up missing out on a lot. So that's why I wanted to do this video a little bit more story time style, but I'm not calling it a story time video because there is some actual footage, not much, but some. And I wanted to share the story with you because there was a pretty important takeaway, and also because it explains where I've been for the past, I don't even know how many days it's been at this point. So I landed in Miami on Tuesday. I spent my first day in town with my cousin Zach, and we just hung out and caught up, and it was really, really awesome just to get to spend time with someone that I haven't seen in so long. It was funny seeing these particular cousins again because we were pretty close in age, and we were young enough, I want to say like maybe 8 or 9, no, maybe a little older than that, last time I saw them, and it's sort of like I'm seeing somebody that I have known forever, just like a grown-up version of them, but they're the exact same person, the exact same personalities, and it was just really cool and really funny. So yeah, so I'm coming in on a Tuesday. Everybody's at work except for Zach because he just happened to have the week off, which was really great timing because he was awesome company and a really, really great host, to be honest. So thank you again, Zach, if you're watching this. I hope not. Oh god, this is cringy. Okay, then that evening, my cousin Julian came home, and Jules is an active soul, and the first thing he asked me to do, in fact, before I even hit the island, he texted me and said, "Do you want to go go-karting?" And I was like, hell yeah, let's go go-karting. So we went go-karting. Okay, so I'm coming at you guys live from Miami. I just finished my first ever real round of go-kart. I have never ridden go-karts like this. I've only done like the super safe lame ones like at Wonderland in Canada, and this is next level. It was so much fun. So I'm going to show you guys, the boys are going around again, and have fun watching because it's hella fun here. See, can you tell I started out trying to actually vlog? Like, I made an effort, I really did, I promise. So during this evening go-karting, I got to meet some of Jules' close friends, and it was really cool to see sort of who my cousin has been becoming all of these years, kind of through the people that he has surrounded himself with. And I think his friends are awesome. I got to hang out with them pretty much my entire week there, and it was just a really great experience. and a really great way to get to see Miami, and like the true Miami, not the one that you see in the TV shows and in reality TV and all that kind of stuff. Not everybody lives on South Beach, but really getting to experience the city and the people and the culture, and I just loved it. So yeah. So my next night in town, Jules took me out to South Beach, which I know I just said, not everyone in Miami lives on South Beach. But if you're going and you haven't been there in who knows how long and you don't remember anything, you do kind of have to see South Beach. And I was really glad that we ended up going kind of in the middle of the night. I absolutely fell in love with the architecture, just the nightlife, the vibrancy, and naturally the ocean. Have you met me? I'm an island girl. Come on. And unfortunately, this is where the footage ends. Night 2. So night 3, 4, and 5, I really got to spend a lot of time with my family, especially with my 2 cousins, Jules and Zach, who were the ones that I was closer with when we were younger, and whenever we would have get-togethers and get to see each other. You know, I stayed over at their place a few times when I was younger, when my family was on trips to Miami. So, like I said, it's not like I haven't been here before, but it's just been so long. And my takeaway from this experience is this, because I feel like this video is awkward, and I did not script it. And usually I'm good unscripted, but I'm going to explain why I'm a hot mess today, more towards the end of this video. But let's see if I can put this into words. Home for me isn't a place. Home for me is people and experiences and those moments where you really feel like you're living life. And I think I realized, with all this change going on for me lately, that I have so many homes. I've kind of always felt like I was split between 2 places growing up, because I spent so much of my childhood here in the islands, and I loved it, and I still love it. But growing up as an older child than adult, young adult I guess, in Canada was also incredible in its own right. And I've been very lucky that way. And like I said, I've always felt conflicted, like when people ask, where are you from? And that's always the question. It's never where were you born, it's never where did you grow up, but people ask, where are you from? I don't know if you can hear this truck now. Planes, trucks. It's a small island, everything's close to everything, so I apologize. I hope you can hear me. Can you hear me? Oh, what a mess. This video is gonna be a mess. Oh, that is loud. Okay, now I lost my train of thought. So yes, so imagine my surprise when I get to an age where I start traveling more. I start going to all these different places and meeting all these new people. Last year I did many trips to California, New York City, and even a few trips around Canada. Like, I got to see the East Coast and the West Coast, and it was nothing short of amazing. The people that I've come across and the experiences that I've had, and I know I keep repeating that, kind of made me realize that I always joke when people use that "where are you from" question. I always joke that I'm homeless because I can't decide if I'm from the islands or if I'm from Canada. At this point in my life, I had spent more time in Canada than in the islands, but you know, when I reached the age where that started to be a question, you're going on dates and whatever, that's just a number one question, especially when you're mixed like me and nobody can tell at a glance, like, oh, she's white, she must be Canadian, or oh, she has a Jamaican accent, so she must be Jamaican. Now we're hearing motorcycles. No one can ever tell it with me, so I realized that I'm just a citizen of the world. And I think Miami made me realize that even more, and that this is going to be a great experience, but I have even better ones ahead. Regardless of where they end up being, it's about who you're with. So that was my Miami takeaway. To everybody who was a part of that and had serious talks with me while I was there, and who continue to keep in touch with me now that I'm back here, I thank you for that, for everything. And now I'm going to tell you what happened after and why I still haven't posted. So I came home and got the work permit, jumped straight into work. Not a problem. Has been awesome. Loving the job. It's great. I'll tell you about that another time. But it was just a busy week. It was a busy first week. I'm sure you know what it's like getting settled into a new job and into a new routine, and this, as much as I enjoy it and it's what I really want to be doing, unfortunately just had to take a back burner. There are things that I still don't have set up here. I just got my bank account set up yesterday, so I've been going all week without that, and I don't have a car yet, so getting around is taking me a little longer than normal. So a lot of my editing time and filming time has kind of been whittled down lately, and I promise I will find balance very soon and get my schedule back on track. But until then, it was just a busy first week. So we had a surprise week in Miami, we had a week where I really needed to just get settled into my job, and now I'm back. However, I was then put behind another couple of days. I don't know if you can see my sweet Nelly style, it needs to be on my face, band-aid going on here, but I had a little incident yesterday and had an allergy attack, and it was a whole thing. Ended up needing some medical assistance. So that's why I'm a little off today. I'm still taking some prescriptions to get that back under control. Health always comes first, so if I'm taking a little extra time before I start putting these videos out regularly again, know that it's because I'm just taking care of myself, and I hope you do too. And everything's gonna be fine, and I'll be back, and you're gonna love what's to come. I do have lots of footage stored up. I wasn't lying when I said that. I have about 4 videos almost done editing that I just need to do the finishing touches on now that I will have the time this upcoming week, and then those will be coming out shortly. So thank you if you made it through this weird, slow, I'm usually a fast talker, not today, thanks meds, but yeah, this weird, slow storytime style video. I apologize that I sound like I'm falling asleep. It's because I am, but I wanted to take a minute to film this for you guys before I go back to my nap time. I apologize also that I'm wearing sunglasses through this video. I don't love to do that unless I'm like out vlogging in the sun, but I also don't want to show you what's going on under here because it's not cute. Allergies are fun. Anyways, that's all. This video feels like torture, so I'm gonna end it here. I hope you watched. Thanks for watching. Bye.